I'm looking forward to watching Canada and the American team. Like I will admit, I am. They are a very good hockey team.
Yes.
Like on paper, they look like a very good team. And when you think of the amount of pressure that are on these guys, it's natural for the Canadian team to feel pressure because it's always gold or bust. Right? Where the Americans, it's a different level of pressure because they've never won gold again best on best. They've never won at the Olympic Games best on best. And historically, when it's not in North America, they've been actually terrible. Like they made it to the gold medal game in 2002 and 2010, but everything in between, not so good.
Yeah.
But so they're looking at it from a pressure standpoint of we got to get over the top at some point.
Yes.
Like someone's got to break through here and win gold. Someone's got to do this if you're the American team. And, they've had some great teams in the past. They've obviously had great players. But this very well could be the best team they've ever put together.
I think so.
And it is stacked. It is loaded. And they are going to be a force to be reckoned with. There's no questioning that.
Yeah.
All right, let's bring in our good friend. Joining us here on the Maple Toyota Hotline, here's Craig Button joining us. Craig, I know you're a pretty big booster for the American side in terms of how good they are. We've talked a lot about Canada leading up to this tournament, but what is it about the Americans that sticks out most to you?
I think just what you were just talking about, Brian, the depth of talent. Go back to 2010 and look at the lineup. The lineup wasn't anywhere near close to being able to match Canada. 2014, obviously, I won't even go back to 2002. This lineup is, you look at the quality of players they have. And, yeah, you can look at it, and we talked about this the other day, Brian, about, Stanley Cup winners and how many there are on Team Canada. But you consider that the U.S. has high-end players, high-end talent, major award winners, and I think that becomes a real significant difference for Team Canada or for Team USA entering this Olympic tournament. I don't think there's any doubt this is the best collection of players they've ever been able to put together. And again, it's one thing to think you're better than Canada. You got to go out and show it. And that to me is the objective for Team USA. And I think that that's their goal, and that's what they got to try to find a way to do.
Taking the goaltender out, because just the nature of the position, obviously that could scare anyone if Hellebuck stands on his head.
Right.
Who do you look at when in this American lineup? You pick one player and go around the table here, but who do you look at, Craig, and you think, that guy, I'm bracing for impact here. I think he's going to have a great, great tournament.
I think it's Jack Eichel. I watched what he did for the Vegas Golden Knights after getting that opportunity to show, and certainly Jack has probably been in the back, in terms of Austin Matthews, Quinn Hughes, and whatnot, and I think Jack can impact the game in a significant way. So, he's not the only guy, but he's the guy that I'm picking to watch real closely.
Yeah, I think he's going to be great. I look at Quinn Hughes, man. I just think think he's going to be dancing. Like, you got McAvoy playing with you, who is just a perfect D partner, I think, for him.
You want to know how good my scouting is, Hazy? Buffalo, New York, I watched Quinn Hughes play for Team USA, and I looked at him, and I said, I don't think there's any chance that guy's playing in the National Hockey League. I did.
Yeah.
I put eyes on that kid, and I'm like, it's just, that ain't there. It's too small, too frail. There's no way in hell that guy will be able to manage himself out there in the National Hockey League. That's when I completely retired from scouting at that level, because guy is a stud.
Man,
The game's changed, though. Well, the game has changed. Ask Craig about scouting. Think about people who were so undersized when they were, at 16, 17 years old.
Yeah, Jamie, he looked like he was a guy that delivered papers. Like, he was so small out there. I was just like, full props to anybody that saw that, especially Vancouver, and picked him. But that's incredible, man, how good he is.